don't think I can see.
That's funny.
First of all, I want to welcome everybody here this morning, especially our Prime Minister, because I know he is very busy, and it's just good to have him here simply because I know he cares quite a bit for people with vulnerabilities. I've seen him, I've heard him, so I'm glad you're here, Mr. Prime Minister. I'll just give you a quick overview. It lasts about an hour, so you could... Now, I'll tell you what Archbishop rightly said a few years ago, well, lots of years ago, there were sisters here. When we came in '95, there was just one building. Everything else, no roads, nothing. Right now we have some 40 buildings on the property. By the way, somebody I heard over saying, is this where the picnic them going to live? No, this is not the place. This is an all-purpose hall, and we are going to do it so that, as you see, it could hold about 400 people, because we have a lot of things for community, and we want to teach the kids more music and arts and crafts and so. So when we finish, we'll have a tour through the compound. There are about 4 major apostolates that go on here every day. One, we have a home for children with severe disabilities. There are about 84 kids here. You will see them in all shapes and forms. We have another place called a village in Jamaica. When the children reach 18, there aren't many places when they're in a children's home, especially the ones with disabilities, to go. So we put them in a village. It's called Jerusalem Village. And when they reach 18, then when they spend about 3 years getting used to how to be together, we are building another village. It's called Jacob's Ladder in Monique, where we are putting up 100 cottages. We have reached cottage number 35 or 40 already, and there will finally we'll have a place in the island, in the whole island, for any home really that has a child with total disability. They can finally find a home to stay till they die. That's why we call it Jacob's Ladder. The only route to go is up. So, that's the second thing that goes on. And the third thing is Dare to Care, the children's home for HIV/AIDS, abandoned. I'll tell you something I just know. It started here. Harry Belafonte came and helped me out in opening, I think in 2000. We started with 30 kids. So that's the third thing, and then we relocated Martha's house here down in the part of the village there. We put up a little village for them. Where they were in North Street, the compound was too confined for 30 kids and playing and all this kind of stuff. So we have Martha's house here too. The next thing we have here is we are trying all mustard seed communities. We have 14 homes around the island, and we are trying for food security in 3 years. So what we are trying to do is to feed ourselves in 3 years. We have here a lot of our protein needs already. We produce all the eggs we need in all our homes. We have 2 large ponds for fishing, inland fishing. Jamaica broilers, thank you very much. They helped me quite a bit with that. And we have about 30 or 40 sheep. You will see them roaming around the place. It tastes better than curry goat. We can't have the goat, we wouldn't see them the next day. So, in fact, we hardly see some of the fish. No, that's a joke. We do get about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds of fish from each pond every X amount of months. And of course, we get about 200 dozens of egg, I think, every month. So that's taken care of. Then we are starting a farm. In Jacob's Ladder, to continue with food security, we have four huge greenhouses, and we have already started. We have about 75 acres where we'll plant out in root crops and everything. So all our homes and other homes who need us will get food, protein, right back to carbohydrates for our kids. So that is based, and then we have a school here. You know the children with HIV/AIDS. I heard the Prime Minister talking about this yesterday. We had a lot of problems in this area and other areas in town getting in our children into school. We know legally it has to happen, but it's taboo. Then when they see the children coming out of homes like these, they know where they are from, and it's a problem. But now we have managed to settle. However, we have to have schools here because you get a child who is abandoned for X amount of years. The child is 7 years, 8 years, 9 years old. That child cannot go into a normal school and settle. So we have children 11 and 12 years old who probably never went to a school. or if they went to a school's way down. So what that whole gap? We have to have remedial teachers teaching here to bring them up to speed, to put them in the ordinary education system. Altogether, we have around 80 children living with HIV/AIDS. And ladies and gentlemen, the situation, I think, is dire in many cases. Just yesterday, I think we were called to take 6 kids. Again, we got the first 3, I think, Donna, but the other 3 is coming today. We are happy to do it. The point is we have to have a longer term plan. These children are growing up beautifully. In the first few years, 5 or 6 children died like fleas around us. Since 2004, no child living with HIV/AIDS under our care died. Concomitant with that is the cost. It's extremely expensive. Don't worry, the children in Ontario, they went in the chapel. It's very expensive to, one of these children costs over $50,000 a month per child. Now that's minus medication. Every month we have to have $60,000, $70,000 just to buy medication. Now the Global Fund helps us with some, but we are talking about the ancillary medication, all the different kinds of medication. In fact, would you believe, not long ago, we had to pay nearly $1,000 per month for one child just for his medication, per month. Now, it is mind-boggling, the figures, when you put 70 or 80 children together and you add it up. This is with the other things, other children have costs too. So that's why we have to figure out ways to have food security and to cut out a lot of this stuff. Thank God the government in the past couple of years have been helping with the Global Fund and the tablets, but as I said, it's not covering everything. The children are too blessed to be? Yes. No, hey, big clap there for our Prime Minister. Meaning, I don't know if you came by down this road for years. When we have an emergency, we can't get out of this road under half hour. Yes. You saw the road? Yes. You saw it when it's dry. You should see it when it's wet. Honest to God, I'm telling you, when at night we have to get somebody out of here, it is difficult, especially this is not an easy area. And we spoke to the Member of Parliament, he said there's a contract. There's no contract. We asked him who are the contractors, he can't name the contractor. So, we need some urgent help to fix this road. Because when you have a handicapped child transporting in a minibus, it is very difficult to reach the hospital in an emergency case. So I just want to let you know that, please. We'd like to also say that the community around here has been marvelous. We know the type of different socioeconomic groups around here. Fantastic amount of people, even the cleaning up and so on, the young men. It's amazing the kind of help we get. Please give the community a big clap. Now, yesterday was World AIDS Day, and you know, the way we're celebrating that is we are going to find a way. Any child, any child that you know of that is abandoned, that needs succor, needs help in living, we will take that child. And I want to give you 2 examples of the type of child sometimes we get. One of our children came a while ago. She was found, I think, the details are not very clear right now, tied up to a tree in Westmoreland. When our ladies went after this child, she was about 7 years old, they took out 23 maggots from her head. 23 maggots from her head. And of course that's an extreme case, but there are some other cases where the children are found in very, very terrible circumstances. So what I'm asking for the media to let it know, no child, any child who is with AIDS or parents died from AIDS, communities, don't let the children go and stray around the place. One child was found in a pigsty in Montego Bay. Let them quickly get in touch with Children's Services, who will quickly get in touch with us. It's no point having a child at that stage thrown out like a dog, or worse than a dog, to pick up these kind of diseases. Both children, happily to say, are beautiful, alive, and they're well. But I mean,